Hi guys, this is Thameem, first year MBBS student, James thiruvarur. And for newcomers, this channel is basically for study related techniques and blogs and life of my student. And if you don't subscribe this channel, subscribe now. And this video is basically about how to study when you don't feel like to study. This happens to me also during my first year because of those bulky books. So let me give some techniques and tips for that to overcome that problem. And this video is again divided into segments so that you can jump into any part of it. Let's dive into it. Our first topic is staying with one subject. If you are studying the subject for a long period of time, like 3 hours, and for a continuous stretch, what happens is our mind will be saturated at the one point of time. Because of that, we lost interest on the subject. So it is better to do a subject around 45 minutes. That is well enough good, but not around 3 hours with a continuous stretch in a first attempt. So this actually keep away from being saturated, and don't push yourself hard towards to reading a particular subject for 3 hours. Keep the things little by little, it will pile up like a construction. Let me give an example. Like in my first year, I read anatomy for long periods because I love it. But one point at time my mind will be saturated. So what I do is basically I read physiology with the same horizontal integration. For example, if I read anatomy liver topic, the same topic in physiology, which will eventually a new topic in physiology, I don't feel to be saturated. So this is a technique which can be useful during your studies. Second reason for not like to study the things is that either you didn't understand the subject or you didn't like the book which you read, which is doesn't appropriate to you. So for the first one, if you don't understand the subject, you can I always say that discuss with your friends. It is the best thing to do that, because it will eventually you will understand the topic and you have much knowledge about it. And when you teach yourself, then this will be a recall, so that you have a better hold on the subject. This is one thing. For the second thing, that is the book that you choose is very important. For some people, they read Gaitan. For some people, they read for physiology, I say. For some people, they read some Indian author book like G.K. Paul and Hindu Purana, because these books are suitable for them, because better suitable for them. So that choose your book wisely. So let me give an example. I choose Gaitan because sometimes I feel like reading the Gaitan is very much feasible for me, but sometimes it like storytelling. It's eventually dropped my dopamine levels and the adrenaline levels which I used to have in the first place when I opened the book. So I better read the book which gives me confidence about the topic. So if I don't feel to read in Gaitan, I jump into Purana, other books also in physiology. So this is the better thing to do in your studies. For to be more productive, I already made a video. Check on this channel, and the link is also in the description. And for also what are the books to be read in the first year MBBS is also being made in the channel. Make sure you watch it. Okay, let's jump into the topic. Smart things that make you do effective study. For anatomy, if you are studying, basically have a note and a pen. It is very essential. Draw the diagram and without seeing the theory. Explain the theory with the diagram you drawn in the note. Let me show some of the drawings which I drawn in histology and also in my iPad, which has been drawn during my first year. And this is very essential for also your university exam and internal assessment. This actually engage your mind, the both right and left hemisphere of your brain. So that better to draw a diagram. And for physiology, the reason for you don't feel like to study is to read the same thing again and again, because of the story like readings in Gaitan. So better to have a flow chart. On a first reading you don't mark anything. On the second reading, mark the important things and made a flow chart. And this flow chart and this project is very important that you made can be revised during the examination. This is very important for the physiology. For biochemistry, have a chart and paste it on your wall. Do all the metabolism in that chart. This is very important for the biochemistry. I do have one chart, but not pasted now because my first year is over. So that's why. So these are the things for the anatomy, physiology and biochemistry. Last thing, the important things. So I always say have a chocolate with you. So this having chocolate have caffeine, the trimethylxanthine, so that this will boost enough your memory and which will give you some adrenaline rush, some motivation. So that have a chocolate with you so that it will boost your mind. And another thing that if you really don't feel like to study, have a nap for 30 minutes or 30 to 45 minutes so that you feel fresh and start reading the subject. The best way to have confidence and have the consistency and motivation to study a subject for a long period of time is to make your goal well short enough and also a meaningful and not a hard one, because our brain is trained in such a way that we have to complete a task. So keep the goal to complete a task, not like a big goal. So always have a goal with short term. Like I already said in a video, like short term goals is very much important in a medical career. Short term goals will pile up, like constructing a building, right? We are at the end of the video. I hope you like this video and share it to your friends and subscribe to this channel and for more vlogs related things. See you guys with an amazing content on next week for first year MBA students. Till then, stay tuned. Bye.